Hello there and welcome to another episode of World of Tanks at Engani Titan. We're here on Live Oaks. I'm in the T67. We're bottom tier, but that's never really a problem with the T67, at least on a map like Live Oaks, because the T67 can be quite effective as long as it can find a place to hide and shoot the enemies at a distance and don't get spotted, basically. So my plan is to go to the usual spot. I'm going to go to the hill. I have two options really on the Live Oaks with a tank if I want to go stealthy from this spawn, and that is the hill in front of me in one of the bushes there. It's the riskier proposition. The other one is to go to the left of the hill there and those bushes in the low ground just beyond the hill, which is a much safer proposition, but I'm going to chance the hill. I'm confident enough in the stealth of this tank and in the crew, and by taking this particular bush here I have a reasonable chance of actually spotting enemies as well from my team. So the first customer has appeared and we're going to start putting some rounds into him, and he doesn't react to it, so we'll just keep at it. The smaller tanks have appeared and I'm picking up some spots and some assistance damage as well. So this is a pretty good location. The biggest problem is that light tanks can get close enough to you to spot you quite easily, and you have to react really promptly if you're spotted, because you just have to drive forward, get out, get into low ground, get behind the hill as fast as you can, and hopefully nobody dings you on the way down. Like this Panzer IV here, who should have gone right probably rather than left, where he had better cover, and or would have been left for him. Anyway, he got tracked there and he took a lot of extra damage and finished up in very, very low health. So no light tank has made a forward appearance. Well, there's no light tank in the enemy team. They're relying on mediums and tank destroyers for spotting. The other problem, of course, with this location is that people know we're here, so there's people sniping the bushes at random, just blind firing into them. As you can see, there's a lot of fire coming across, but I don't know if they're spotting anybody. I think they're just shooting in this general direction because they know there's going to be people here. Not the most profitable occupation, I think, on this particular map, because there are just a little too many bushes and too many options as to the way you kind of sit in the bush or behind the bush or beside the bush, for it to be useful to be just blind firing around. And usually in this map too there are plenty of targets that you don't have to be blind firing. Other maps it makes much more sense. El Aluf is a very profitable exercise if you're on the edge of the central valley. Now the enemy have attempted to infiltrate through the swamp there, which is a really bad idea, because anywhere is visible from this location. Actually, there's a few locations that can see the whole map, and this is one of them. And it's a location you can defend your own base from as well for the southern spawning team, because you can see right back down into the base area as long as there's somebody there to spot for you. I turned my attention back at the town because I think the town's a more important location when somebody turned up in the town. But now I can come back to farming damage on that M6 until somebody takes him out. Now, we haven't seen anybody. There's not too many left in the town, so it's time to actually push forward and do some more scouting for our team. Both sides are pretty short of scouts, the way the matchmaking has worked out. Now, a heavy tank is shown up there at the edge of the swamp, an OI experimental, and I've been spotted, so I'm getting in behind the bushes here. There is somebody shooting at me. It's not the OA experimental, so I have to keep moving. I'm not spotted, but because I'm covered from the bushes, but I can't afford to stop until he stops shooting. So I'm going to go into the bushes now, very carefully. I don't want to go past it, because I'm having connection issues as well. And I'm waiting for binoculars to come on to see, can I see whoever that was. I'm just going to edge forward a little bit more and wait for binoculars to come up, and this Panzer T25 pops up. Now he's completely in the open, so we should be able to take him out as long as we give enough lead to the target. Now at this point game is effectively over. It's very decisive. There's only the OI up here, and the remaining enemy tanks are down at the other side of the map. Probably not going to make it down there, but we'll give it a go anyway, you never know. We've done pretty well for ourselves. 12 damaging ribbons, 10 spotting ribbons, and there's another OI, so we will farm damage on this big fat Japanese tank as long as we can, until somebody blows them up. And the remaining enemy tanks are at the other side of the railroad, so probably not going to make it. So we drive through the swamp. Doable since the map changed a couple of updates back. Before that, you could vanish into parts of the swamp. It was traversable, but not completely traversable. So we've crossed the railway, but he's still out of sight and he's gone. So that's it. Game over.
Now that's how you do it.
So 15-4. Yeah. Anyway, let's see how we did. So 1500 damage, almost as much assisted damage, first class mastery, and a couple of ribbons, top by experience. So that was a pretty good game. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you again soon.